Traders, welcome back to another price action trading lesson. We're looking at S&P 500 mini futures. The time frame is 2000 tick chart. And today's session opened with a little bit of a trading range. We have spike up into spike down. And for this reason, I decided to draw bearish trend starting from this swing for this leg working lower. Not really using the very first swing because the channel like this would be a little bit too broad and we were in a trading range. So because this bullish spike right here that created push up, push down, and this is signaling potential trading range, I decided to draw a little bit tighter. If this was just downtrend without this price action to the left, I would opt for a slightly wider channel. So this is the reason why I'm drawing channels a little bit tighter with the break push to new low, because this is a lot of times how price action opens and the range is going to be the pattern. So downtrend play with the break push to new low following the trend line rule. Okay, there was one little push lower. We have a push above EMA, which is a good sign for the bulls, a little bit of a bottoming pattern. And we have new low lowest point for a century short, and prices are breaking back above the EMA, which right now what you're thinking about, since you see break new low and such a broad price action here, felt second entry short back into a trend range would be good. This is why it's important what happened early here, this bullish spike, this set up the trend range. So can we get some nice reversal pattern? There is no trigger here, which is a shame. There would be great felt second entry short. By the time I get a felt second entry short, it's right here. You cannot really go long above this bearish bar. You'd have to use double bar entry, which is not ideal, but the context is here. New low, first entry short, second entry short failure. You're back above EMA. It's a trend range. It's a reversal pattern. Uptrend is new high. But because it's a double bar entry, slightly more aggressive. Uptrend continues to go higher. I wouldn't go long on a hollow now because you're breaking new high for this channel. We can see market geometry and prices are trending to the upside. So when I'm watching this and I can see so many small pushes to new high and you can't even break the EMA, I'm going to draw a secondary mini spike and a channel pattern like this because it aligns with the EMA. You keep pushing to new high again. There's no reversal, no nothing. But we have a small break push to new high, so this wasn't long lasting. But now everything to the upside played out, even our spike and channel pattern. We have decisive break below EMA. You have mini second entry short, but it's going a little bit too sideways. EMA is still in one of these bars. It's technically new high, no break above, first entry long failure only. So I prefer to wait for some felt second entry long. By the time I get a felt second entry long, it's not full at the EMA. There's still quite gap. Once again, you're around the low today key level. I don't think it's safe to go short just yet. You prefer some really clean felt second entry long, a little bit higher, closer to the EMA. But since this is a neutral price action, it's expected for channels to be short lasting, for them to pivot quickly. So this is why we're expecting here the felt second entry short and here the felt second entry long to the downside. Okay, I'm going to redraw the correction. We almost have new low, but not fully. You can't take second entry short now because you have to use double bar entry, and the second bar is also quite weak. Look at the tail at the bottom, combined with the fact you're so close to these lows. This is a weak structure. We're going very sideways. So not only the context is poor, the signal bar is poor as well. You're close to these lows. So this is just not a strong context to risk such an aggressive signal bar like this. So we have to be patient here. Okay, at this point, it's really hard to read the price action. What is the bias? So if you find yourself in a situation like this, you're probably trading some form of a trend range. So once I see flat EMA like this and I can see no current trend, I'm trying to identify potential key levels for trend range, but I'm not really looking for trades at this point. I'm not looking for trades, and why is that? Well, because the key levels are just about to be established. Okay, this is not confirmed range by any means. This is looking very messy, especially when you're watching this live. So I would start taking trades near extremes once the structure is a little bit more confirmed. Okay, you have some inside bar here. Okay, you have massive spike down. I'm going to redraw the downtrend working lower like this. You have an inside bar you cannot take. You have potential overshoot. Okay, renewal first entry short, second entry short. If you have some nice lower high much closer to the second entry short below EMA, it's okay because this downtrend needs to be tested. You have one leg down, break, second leg down. Okay, one leg up, break, second leg up. Market moves in pairs of twos. Okay, but I don't see no good trade here. Bad bars. Downtrend play with the break push to new low. Okay, so I'm gonna mark break new low and I'm gonna mark break new high. So right now you can tell it's acting like a trend range. So I'm thinking about buying low. If I'm gonna zoom out, as you can see, we spike down into the structure strongly. So when I'm watching a trend range like this and we spike down, I would like to see some high low above EMA or failed second entry short. Okay, there was almost nice high low, but it ended up reversing back down. There's no trigger, and honestly, you can't really go long even here on this high low, because by the time you get this high low, it already formed a new high for this mini like here. So there's no trigger, no nothing, so we're just waiting here. But you can tell how market is struggling to break lower. Once again, we're going very sideways around the support, which is good. The buyers are stepping in. Selling pressure played out. You have a high low here, but a little bit too sideways. Can I get a failed second entry short? And I can't get a failed second entry short. New low, first entry short, pull back, second entry short failure. Even though the high low here worked, I still think it's a little bit better to wait for the failed second entry short, because this push up was supposed to go all the way here. The fact that you spike down means that the sellers are still present in the market and the high low is not strong enough. But once you get the reversal pattern, the failed second entry short again, back above EMA, back above the key level, it's a decent high probability pattern, failed second entry short. We're at the bottom, so you want to buy low. We have a nice uptrend working here, so I'm going to redraw new channel. I always want to identify channel for every single trend. I have tiny bit of overshoot, but this is very insignificant. Maybe a little bit wider like this. And we have second entry long. We have a new high, first entry long, pull back, second entry long to test the new high. I actually risk this trade, even though it's a little bit aggressive. There are two reasons. Number one, it's not fully at the EMA with the body, which after this spike down is quite a problem. Okay, you have a massive spike down, so it's not fully at the EMA. There can be a little pullback and the overshoot, but the overshoot was so tiny, I risked it. I'm going to mark it. I don't think it's a bad trade, especially the bar is quite small. ATR is small today. So it's not a bad trade to test the new high. We're coming out to range low, so you expect prices to go all the way here. Downtrend played out, buy low, push above EMA. But the little overshoot and the fact that we're not full at the EMA is not ideal. Market need to correct a little bit more, which can happen, a little fake out. And here would be great entry to re-enter because you have stronger pullback to EMA if there's a stronger bar. You have a failed second entry short, but the problem is it's very hard to re-enter because the signal bar is so neutral, so weak, that personally I didn't re-enter, and I'm not going to mark it because the bar is so weak. Had there been some strong, juicy, but bullish bar, you can definitely re-enter and go long. You can see exactly what you expect to happen. Market traded up higher. In fact, it traded up higher so strongly that I'm forced to redraw a new channel because I have a breaking new high and I have substantial push phase, which is telling me, okay, the bulls are much stronger than initially expected, but I have overshoot. And you can tell it looks like overshoot because once again, 90 degrees spike up, breaking the trend channel line. It was way too volatile, way too spiky. So I'm going to right now be a little bit patient. I'm going to draw the short-term channel. You have a second entry long, but it means nothing. You have a downtrend play after overshoot. It's not acting as overshoot. It's tempting to draw a little bit wider, but because you quickly broke below EMA like this, below the trend line, I was really patient at this point. I can only go long if I get some decisive push back above EMA. In fact, at this point, since you're breaking below, it really made me question, hold on, are we going back into the trend range? It's conflicting here. Is the range going to win or this uptrend going to win? Okay, there are areas like this on a chart and you have to remain patient. Don't jump into conclusions. Don't jump looking for trades if you have conflicting structure like this. Because now you have substantial push back above EMA, which is negating any wider downtrend. Okay, this is negated because you completely retrace this bearish push down. So this is a strong bullish push working higher. And in fact, this strong bullish push working higher is a good confirmation that we are expecting new high for this channel. Okay, so you have a little stronger pullback, massive push above EMA. Okay, you have a mini break new high, but the break is so tiny, it doesn't even look like a real break. Okay, you can see it still looks like a one push working higher. So we can draw a little bit wider like this because it doesn't look like a break. We have a new high here, first entry long, pullback, second entry long, but you have to use double bar entry. Context is good, but the problem is you have to use entry right here above this bar. You can't go above bearish bar. So because it's quite sketchy double bar, I'm gonna mark it a little bit more aggressive, but the context is good. Break a new high. We have substantial push to new high, but right now we have this uptrend that played out with the break, push to new high. We have measured move reached. So right now, bullish price action played out, trend line rule played out. We have break below EMA. I'm going to redraw brand new downtrend, something like this. And we actually have, let me see, new high, first entry long, second entry long. So this is not reversal pattern. This is a lower high, confirming the failed second entry long here. It's a nice bar. The thing is, we have such a nice two legs up with the measured move reached, and we're back below EMA. This is not a bad trade, lower high confirmation trade. Over the felt second entry long. I wouldn't go long on a felt second entry long. You have no key level, no high of the day, no nothing. It's a little bit more aggressive, but the lower high below EMA is much safer. Okay, I was really expecting price action to go lower here, back in the trend range, and market reverse back up. Now I can't really go long because this downtrend doesn't have a new low. Okay, whether there's going to be pushed down, but we have massive spike up. Okay, so now I have to explain what's going on here, and I'm going to explain this by drawing new bullish channel, because you can see I have a secondary push up. So I have to right now explain why market keeps working higher. So I cannot draw something like this. This is way too broad. This doesn't really fit that well. Okay, this overshoot is way too steep. This is way too strong. This channel is way too flat. There's so much empty room at the bottom here. This is not the right channel. This feels like the strong price action where the uptrend started. And this looks a little bit better because I have nice price action at the beginning when you're watching it like this. Candles really fit well, and you have a nice push phase and correction phase. So this is the channel right now you're playing, but you have overshoot again. Okay, another overshoot, and it looks like overshoot. You can see massive steep spike, breaking the trend channel line, overbought momentum, so we can get right now stronger pullback in the opposite direction. So after overshoot, we have to skip trades at the EMA. You have a second entry long, actually have a new high, first entry long only, but you can view it from this high as a visual second entry long. But problem is we had overshoot, so it's better to skip all these trades because overshoot really here is very visible. It's really such a sharp spike breaking trend channel. You can tell it's completely unnatural, such a volatile momentum. So you definitely need to see market going back into balance. You definitely cannot go long into these highs, even though it's juicy. Be leery of the overshoot. We have the resistance at this point. Normally resistances like this are not as significant when we don't have overshoot and we have strong trending day. But since this was created by overshoot, we cannot go long right into these highs. Resistance can be strong. Ideally, what we're waiting for is the break of the trend line and then some felt second entry short above EMA. We finally have a break after a long time of the trend line. We need new high. Can I get something above EMA felt second entry short? No. One more attempt. And I was getting way too late. Market is about to close. So this is the overall structure for today. We started with a trend range. It took a while for trend range to be established. I really like how broad the price action is at the bottom because you can't make lower low. So this felt second entry short is really nice. Then you have quite a short uptrend, break new high, and the new uptrend started. But problem is you had overshoot, so you can't really take advantage of it. And there is no good setup on the way up. So pretty much, nothing on the way up here. You cannot take a felt second entry short because the downtrend doesn't have new low, so there's going to be some stronger pullback. It was quite all over the place today. It was quite choppy, a lot of overshoot when you're watching this channel and this channel as well. So not as many trades as we would want. So hopefully tomorrow is going to be a little bit better and structure is not going to be as spiky and as volatile. But I'm going to wrap it up. I hope you had a good trading day and I'm going to talk to you next time. Feel like you're trading.